Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. We're going to check out My Little Town by Simon and Garfunkel. This is the second song on Still Crazy After All These Years. I believe that's Paul Simon's fourth studio album. And this one has Art Garfunkel as well. And they both produced it together with Phil Ramone and written by Paul Simon. Uh, I did the first song on that album. That was the title of the same name. Still crazy after all these years. Great song. So we're going to continue this journey through this album and we're going to check out My Little Town. Let's go.
My little town, I grew up believing God keeps his eye on us all. And he used to lean upon me as I pledged allegiance to the wall. Lord, I recall my little town coming home after school, flying my bike past the gates of the factories. My mom doing the laundry, hanging our shirts in the dirty breeze. And after it rains, there's a rainbow, and all of the colors are black. It's not that the colors aren't there, it's just imagination they lack. Everything's the same back in my little town, my little town.
Whoa, man. There's always thought-provoking lyrics when it comes to Paul Simon. What a great writer. I love this stuff. If you've been following me for a while, I get excited when I hear great writing. But the music in the beginning, the piano started very dark, the low notes. It got a little brighter as soon as they started singing. Those harmonies, something else. That beautiful voices, so gentle, so open and welcoming and heartwarming. Their voices are amazing. And the music turned a little brighter then, but the lyrics contrasted it then with a little bit more darkness, or maybe a bleak picture of this little town. The narrator of the story grew up in God keeping his eye on us all, God fearing people, blue collar town, industrial. He's driving or riding his bike through past the factories, mom hanging up the laundry in the dirty breeze. All these little details to paint that picture. Maybe there's air pollution and all of that stuff. And then even the rainbow lack colors, or they don't lack colors. People just don't see it. There's no ambition really. It's just same old life in this little town. Ooh. They pledge allegiance to the wall in school. What does that mean in America? I know pledging allegiance to the flag, that's a thing. And maybe, certain schools, they do that. In certain schools, they used to do that in Belgium as well, but they were more like uh, Navy schools or military schools, not in all schools, right? So maybe there's a flag on the wall, or maybe he means the cross because he was talking about God leaning upon him, the expectation of all of that. It's overwhelming, and maybe he's pledging allegiance to the cross on the wall. Maybe it's that. Not sure about that. Oh, we get cowbell too?
saving my money, dreaming of glory, twitching like a finger on the trigger of a gun, leaving nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town.
Great production, man. Great arrangement. Considering if you think about where we come from in the beginning and how the song ends, it's a whole musical journey. I love that, man. You just sometimes in under 4 minutes you've been through an entire, I don't know, an entire story, and it seems like you've lived this life. And the music and the lyrics and the vocals, they all, contribute to that journey. You're just away for just a little bit, but it seems like, whoa, what just happened here? Great. I love those lower piano notes sprinkled in at the end there too. There was a great bass playing there as well, uh, towards the middle of the song. Yeah, good stuff, man. And nothing but the dead and dying in my little town. I kept repeating that. A decaying town, maybe financially, even just just the spirits, right? There's nobody with ambition. You just do what you're supposed to do. He said, I never meant nothing. I was just my father's son. If you grow up in a town like that and you're kind of a dreamer, and you dream of other things and just, following, what seemingly everybody else is doing, it's kind of, yeah, it's tough on your spirit. And because it's just feels like it's not meant to be, right? People always, that's not for us. That's not for us regular folk. All that dreaming, boy, you better get going and just do your job. Go work at the factory. And this is not for us. This we're just simple folk, and it doesn't mean that you can't really do anything else, right? Your dreams kind of get killed already by the outside influences, and a lot of the times we believe it. We believe it, and we just carry on with our life, suffer in silence, and just at a later age then figure out, dang, we should have done so. So I feel this in the lyrics, and he's saving up his money, can't wait to get out of there, dreaming of escaping, twitching like a finger on trigger of a gun anytime now. Is what I'm feeling here. Maybe I'm projecting, because I kind of can relate to a lot of these things in terms of lack of ambition in my surrounding. Let's put it that way. Yeah, really great song. Love the harmonies. In the back of the mix there, towards the middle and the end, you also had these vocalizations, uh, and sometimes they become part of the instrumental. It almost sounds like it could be a synth, but you hear its voices, right? And it's just like it's spiritual almost. Beautiful. All right. Looking forward to explore more of this album. If you like this journey, man, please, it would be amazing if you consider subscribing and joining me for it. Truly would appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.